Hi. This is part 2 of a 4-part series on the Photo Association page of the Hill and Nichols Clan website. In this video, I will be showing you how to associate a person with a picture and what that means. As before, I'm going to be signing in as Chicky, and I've assigned her a temporary username and password for that purpose. As always, the first page she comes to is the Photo Selector page. I'll click on the Photo Association options on the shortcut bar on the bottom of the screen. In part 1 of this series, I covered how to find pictures here. Actually, the way this is set up, you don't need to find them. Just click on the top one and start doing the work it needs, and once done, move to the next one until you no longer have pictures that need work. I will demonstrate what that means. I'll click on this top picture. I have already done all of the work that this picture needs to be useful on the Photo Selector page. I've associated the people in the picture with the picture. I've associated the appropriate events. I've written a caption, and I've written a description. So I will now put this picture into the display status and click the button titled Update here at the bottom. And you'll notice that the picture is still in the list of pictures on the left. I could program it so that when you set the status to display, that the picture disappears from the list. But while working with this myself, I found that I sometimes wish that I had reviewed my work a little more, and I would have to monkey around to get it back. So I leave it there until you are good and ready for it to be gone from the list of pictures that need work. When you only want to see the pictures that need work, here is what you do. At the top on the search bar, uncheck the checkbox titled List All. Then, in the Assignment Radio Group button on the right, check Not Assigned Only. Then put your cursor in the search box and hit Enter. Now you see that picture is gone. Now I'm going to teach you a little trick that will save you a few strokes. Here's another picture where I have done all the work that it needs. I will put it into Display Status, click Update, and now all I have to do is click the refresh icon at the top that is to the left of the browser's address bar. That is the same as coming to the page fresh. And now you see that picture is gone. I'll do that one more time. Here's another picture I've done the work on. I change the status to display, click Update, and then click Refresh, and you see that the picture is now gone from the list. Of course, it is your choice to do it either way. Now, let's turn our attention to the work that needs to be done to make each picture ready to be displayed. There are 6 stages or steps. 1. Associate people. 2. Associate events. 3. Write a caption. 4. Write a description. 5. Review your work. And 6. Put the picture in display status. In this video, I will only cover stage 1, Associate People. The first step in this stage is to select a picture to work on, naturally. I will click on this one of Uncle Dale and Uncle Pete snoozing on a couch in the moorhome. On the far right, it shows us the picture we are going to be working on. Notice in the center there are 2 listing areas, one for person associations and the other event associations. And in either, it shows that no associations have been made. I'm going to click on this button titled Add Person Association, and we come to this screen where you make the person-picture associations. So when you first come into this screen, the cursor is placed automatically into the search box for you. type in the first 3 letters of a person you want to associate with the picture. I'll use D-A-L for the first 3 letters of Dale, and in this case his name comes to the top. I could stop here and click on Dale's name, or I could continue typing. I also get Larry here because Larry's middle name is Dale. If I wanted to only get Uncle Dale, I would have to type Dale W, because Dale's middle name is Webster. That's your choice of how you want to work. Personally, I just type in until I see the person's name and click on it. Once the name is selected, you will see a thumbnail of that person's profile picture if I have created one. The picture assures me that I have selected the right person. I'll go ahead and click the button titled Associate. And you see here in this listing area below a smaller version of the same thumbnail and Dale's name. This means we have successfully associated Dale with this picture. Before I associate Pete, I want to show what can happen when you select a person. I'll type in John, and the one I want there is John D. Moore, Dan and Judy's son. If I click on his name, the thumbnail shows no current photo. That is because I haven't found a picture yet that I want to make into his profile picture, so it doesn't show up here. I will eventually have a profile picture for every relative, but I am missing some. For that reason, I include this names field, which shows all of the names that I am aware of that the person has. Again, another way to verify that you have the right person to associate. Now, let's focus on the search bar at the top. The default settings here are for the Restrict checkbox to be checked and Relatives selected in the drop-down selector. With those default settings, if I type in the first 3 letters of Pete's name, I get his name right at the top, because he is the only person I have categorized as a relative that has P-E-T in their name. If I uncheck that Restrict checkbox and relaunch the search with only P-E-T in the search box, I get back 4 people with P-E-T in their names, 3 of which are not relatives. Now, it is entirely possible that there is a relative that I have missed and have not categorized as a relative. So, if you come in here and have trouble finding someone, uncheck that Restrict checkbox and try again. Okay. Now that we have Pete's name showing here, I'll select it, see the thumbnail on the right, and then click the Associate button. Now we see his thumbnail and name in a list of associations that have been made. Once you have made all of the people associations for a picture, click on the button titled Close. Now, we are back out here on the main photo association page, and you can see in the Persons Association listing box Dale and Pete's thumbnails and names. One last thing I want to point out about the Person Association. If we go back into that screen, notice that the search settings at the top have been left the way they were set when you last left the screen, so it may not be in the default setting anymore. So if you start doing search and are getting back many unknown names, check the setting and act accordingly. Well, that's it for Person Associations. Thanks for listening, and I love you all dearly.